Well, the top shot streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake so Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the Morning Marketplace. Dark and dreary here in New York City. It's going to be one of those like 5 coffee days. We're just going to see how insane we can get. We're already 2 in. Mainlining it right in there. Mavs got smoked last night. TSS, some got smoked. Some are just on to the next one. Lots to talk about today. Let's see who's here. We go. We the people. Mavs did get exposed. Yeah, live by 3, die by 3. You know what I mean? Jay Blaze is here. Ryan B. Schnapper's here. Martin's here. Ben Simmons, the GOAT. Good God. Top Shot Common Man, Doc Delta, Jump Shoot, Stubbs, good morning. Pack Drips here. Jason E, what's up? Brent's here. Big G. Weston, giveaway winner last night. Josh Smith, F it, Nico. Bolin, the captain, airplane mode. I see Rad Dad in the house. Who else? Keith is here. D-Dub, Carlos here. Orion. K. Dunn, Badvine Rogers here. Jericho, good to see you. Juan, Dustin Allen, Federico, JJ Smith, Big Dick, 816, Thomas Welch, Snoopaloop, Don's here. Shiggets, Roy, Patrick, Brian, Roy again, looking for food. Jonathan's here. Martin Kangs. Max is here for the class action lawsuit. Sandra's here. Big Heck Money. Chunk, Philip, Yen, Brother Fabs. All right, I think I caught up. New Swami, 8 of the Lion. Good to see everybody here. Good to see everybody. Let's get that dapper. There's Big Ticket. Guys, and gals, and people. John Dub says, can't wait for the rants. Listen, so last night we did a little emergency stream. After Top Shot Score came out. So we'll recache some of the thoughts that we had last night. But like as we get started, we'll start with TSS and then we'll talk about the game a little bit later because there's really not a ton to take away from the game except for the Warriors played some lockdown D while also the Mavericks missed every single shot they took. Similar to the Celtics Heat series, I kind of expected, you come out of a game 7. I kind of expected the Mavs to be a little tired. Maybe Luka was hungover from that beer garden. You know what I mean? But let's start with TSS. And again, this was my takeaway last night. I think this is pretty good long term. I think this made a lot of sense that they needed to. I mean, what was one of the things we were saying? What we were saying last week? Like it's insane that we're in the midst of a playoff run right now, and the only thing that you should be buying are like the shittiest moments on the site, right? Like the floor $2 moments that turn into trade tickets, right? That was like the only thing that you should go get. And now, like with this adjustment, clearly that's not the case, right? That's not the case anymore. So you're rewarded essentially for marketplace spend. And I know a lot of people like TST brought it up last night, and this is turning it into a pay for play, which I'd kind of argue it already was that. But now the pay to play makes a little bit more sense. Like if you buy an expensive moment, it's worth more expensive point, like a higher threshold for points. I think one of the things that, we said this yesterday that I like, as I was being like, oh, I'm confident. one of the things that I said yesterday and then also was still somehow surprised is how many things that are still unknown. Because they spent a long time working on this. Clearly, they almost rolled it out, 3 weeks ago or whatever that was, and then pushed it back and then rolled it out. We still have like so many things that we don't know. Like we don't know how crafting is going to impact people who have Series 2 stacks. We don't know. We don't know a lot of things. Right. What's regulators say? Regulators said the team checklists have yet to be updated to delist the historical moments. When I asked Top Shot when this would happen, the answer was soon. Yeah, a lot of more to comes. A lot of more to comes. And I think that is a little, I don't want to say troublesome. I just think that would have been helpful. I think that like if you did not have all the answers, why roll it out? Because I think right now a lot of people are concerned, like, hey, I played the game that you outlined for the last year. You changed the rules of the game. And now what am I supposed to do? So I think a lot of people are like, oh, I guess I just like fire sell these stacks, or I auto trade ticket these stacks in to buy something, that's helpful, right? That's a little bit more helpful to whatever your TSS or like just what you want to buy in general, right? Now, what if we learn 2 weeks later that like, oh, the first thing we're going to do is throw a bone to everybody that stacked up their S2s. We're going to do a crafting thing that like is, some way of an off ramp for those people. So I was hopeful, I was hopeful that I was hopeful we are going to see something like that. I just wish that was clearer instead of it being coming out in tweets later, right? Dustin says, with your insider info, I'm sure Jane is the GM, so you got to release the DMs. No, that's not it. That's not it. Also, Dustin, I was waiting for you asked some good questions yesterday in the spaces. I was waiting for you to do it, though. I was waiting for you to do it. It's just frustrating. I didn't even get hit by the S2 stacks that hard. That doesn't, yeah. But yeah, again, I do think like overall this is good long term. I think they needed to do something like this. It was too confusing for new people. Not that we get new people, but say someday in a perfect world we do get new people. It was going to be important, right? But like, I wanted to look at a couple of tweets I was watching. First of all, let's talk about this for a second. Like every Dapper employee firing off different little bits of alpha, being like, "We're listening." Here's, oh yeah, noted. Here's a fun GIF, or like, oh, get ready for crafting though, because crafting could impact all of this. Just God, send this out. One big thing. Let everybody like get all the information from the same place at the same time at the same back channel, right? Just so no one's getting boned by this, and then eventually it pivoted to, and we'll pull it up right now. To the Top Shot community Twitter handle, right? But like, God, why not do that from the beginning? That's so much easier. And I saw Janie tweet something out too that was like, yeah, Jacob and Dumbo, I told them I wouldn't tweet anymore. Don't make it sound like Jacob and Dumbo silenced you, and that's the only reason the alpha. Just don't. I'd have more respect if you didn't tweet that at all. Just stop tweeting it. Why is it so hard? Making it seem like it's Jacob and Dumbo. And like, I know it was like in jest, right? But we're so stupid. Everybody's so dumb. And because of everything else that you've already done, I think people are really like, oh man, Janie's a man of the people. She's the only one that's willing to talk to the collectors. And see, look, Jacob and Dumbo, the problem from the beginning, continue to silence us from getting information. It's like, nah, brah, that's not what's happening. You're just making it confusing. Ugh. Yeah, I'm with you. Where is it? John says, honestly, just let Steve do all the communication. Yeah, agreed. The off-ramp is the early adopter bonus. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but we don't know. This is the thing. I like the right. So you got an extra 49, or depend on when you signed up, right? That's only helpful if we know like what thresholds are for stuff, right? And even that wasn't answered. So like, this is, again, if you're going to take this amount of time and say that you're taking this time to do it right because it's really important, let's just get all the information together so we know, right? Because right, maybe that is a big a reason, because like the next pack drop there's going to be a high threshold for something like that. I put that information out there, so because Again, I think people are going to make some knee-jerk reaction moves, and we're going to find out more information, and then we're going to be like, damn. Damn. So yeah, I disagree with that off ramp. I think again, I'm hoping that we're gonna learn more. I think the crafting thing is a real opportunity to throw it back. Hold on, let me catch up on the chat after that rant. S2 couldn't be a unicorn series, artificially prospered up long term. I sold my stacks last summer when I realized that. Mentioned it here too. Hope team hold members weren't burned too badly. Yeah, I mean, listen, we knew this was coming for the last, the last few months, especially. But I do remember you saying that Top Shot Tesla. They couldn't do it, right? That's the only way. That's the only way forward was to remove that, right? Even Jeb has said that, like, clearly that was an inefficiency. The collector score was an inefficiency, and they needed to adjust it. So I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they did. Like, again, I want to stress this is very good long term. It's just going to take a little bit to iron out for the people that are already here. And yeah, Rad Dad, shout out to the Rad Dad. Top Shot community handle tweeted it after I tagged them in my reply to Packer asking for that. I know. Sydney says, I'm a bit confused by off ramp. Do people mean a way to get out of Top Shot? I think that's what it means, but just want to confirm. No. I just mean like an off ramp for all of the people that had massive Series 2 stacks because of the rules of the game that Top Shot had outlined and encouraged people to collect in that manner. A way that like you could move off of your stacks without feeling like completely burned. Or rugged, as we say in the Web3 industry. So that's what we're talking about, and that's why I'm curious. I'm curious what crafting is going to look like, and if like the first move is something like that. Crafting and burning can be the aspect that balances out pay to play. That should be the new game. It allows people, yeah. Sets were nerfed too. I actually didn't think sets were nerfed too bad. I mean, I get what you're saying because of the score, but I actually like you're still gonna like for me collecting the sets were fun for challenge related stuff like we're seeing with the and then there were 4 and also airdrops, and I think that's going to continue. I think that part is going to continue. There we go. I also think like one thing that was overlooked a little bit was the WNBA, and I'm hopeful they're going to be a little bit more intentional with that. Like we're 2 weeks into the WNBA season, we haven't seen shit from the like not even have we not seen shit. Like I'm not saying we should have had pack drops already. Again, I'm going to put this out there each and every time. Start the series opening night. The first pack drop for that sport, whether it's NBA or WNBA, have it be the run it back. Just do it. Opening night. Never a better time. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen some W stuff, and yeah, I don't know. They've done a bunch of challenges. They have done a bunch of challenges. That's not true. Janie had some tweets about not letting sets go to shit. No, but right, that was an after the fact thought, right? That wasn't something. And this is what I mean. This is why are they so bad at communicating stuff? Why are they so bad at communicating stuff? That's true. You're right. I take back some of the W stuff. We have had a lot. That's what you guys were saying. We've had a lot of W challenges. That's true. Fair point. And they're doing the is it not the player of the week? What's it called? The Wednesday thing. I can't remember. All right. Anyways, about 5 minutes ago, I was ready to go through some tweets. So let's do it. So here we go. Things we're hearing after tonight's announcement, and we'll work to provide updates around ASAP. Updates, the perks of collecting sets, great serial pack pulls and how they interact with Top Shot score, opportunities for rewards through grinding versus spending, Top Shot con dates. Listen, I don't want to talk about Top Shot cons yet. Things we're hearing after tonight's announcement and have answers for already. Concerns around odd sales impacting ASP. Odd sales will be automatically excluded from ASP soon. I thought that was that to me was common sense, so I'm glad that was updated. Updating positively when moments go up. Yeah, so like if you buy a moment for $10, it's now worth $100. You get the $100 boost, right? So you get like the best of, whether if you bought it really high and now it's down really low, or if you bought low and now it's going up. Best of both. Things we're hearing after tonight. Will WNBA have leaderboards? 100% yes. Why doesn't pack spend count towards Top Shot score? The contents for the packs you open will count towards your Top Shot score, so pack spend is accounted for. There we go. So those are like, and again, this is what we need. Is one spot for all things communications, right? This makes more sense. I wanted to see if I missed anything else in here. I think this is pretty much it. Those are like the important stuff. Yeah, basically Top Shot score can only go up. Only up, baby. Only up. Hold on, did I miss something over here? No. So anyway, hopefully maybe last night was a wake-up call with communications. I don't know. Mike, do you think it makes sense to change this during the playoff challenges? This changes things regarding gifting and associated with Top Shot score. I don't know. I haven't wrapped my head around the gifting thing yet. It seems like that's something they're going to continue to work on. Um, so I don't feel comfortable speaking on it too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable talking about it too much because I don't know what direction they're going to go with it. Again, though, isn't this so? I I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh, and you guys just maybe I'm an old prickly pear. I think the one of the things wait, hold on. Let's ask this question from Mac Daddy before we go. What do you think about Top Shot Score disincentivizing liquidating sales when a moment you bought the top on is tied to so much Top Shot Score? Or when a moment Top Shot Score goes down because people are liquidating for a challenge? That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Right? So like if you let's see, what's a moment I'm down like the worst on? The Steph Curry 3, I think I bought and lost on like 3 different times. So like if my Top Shot score is like really connected to that and I sell it because I need to liquidate or I want to participate or within a challenge, whatever, my Top Shot score really gets impacted. That's interesting, Mac. I haven't thought about that. That is something that we have to think about. Um, I don't know. John says gifting is. I think it's interesting for those communities who are based around that concept. Yeah, I mean, you could see. I think Dream Shaker asked that question like 3 different ways. I think he was the first one to talk on the Spaces. That's something. That's something that I know will impact his community. And then Red Dead said, "Did Janie's tweet from the night before actually mean anything when she mentioned exciting news for summer plans?" Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe that's when crafting comes into play. They're not going to do it till summer. I can't believe we don't have summer league information yet. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Let me see. What else do we got? There goes my I know, right? That's I wonder if that's they were like, we gotta stop doing it. Nerdbird, look at Nerdbird. There we go. Old prickly pear. Good to see Nerdbird. We miss him. Miss the Nerdbird. Good to see you, my friend. I feel like I was just about to go on. I was about to talk about something. And then I forgot. They have in-person events next week, right? So they're going to be doing something in Miami, and then also over in San Francisco. So there's some in real life stuff. Maybe the announcement is they're not doing Top Shot Conference, Top Shot Con, TS Con. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think again, I like big picture. I do think this is pretty important. Oh, this was the thing I was going to say. I just don't know. I don't know how a lot of these things weren't hashed out yet. I don't know how a lot of them weren't hashed out yet. Like, right, you're going to spend time, and that's not, I know they did their due diligence in a lot of ways, right? Like, as Alan and Jacob mentioned, there were some collectors who like froze their accounts, signed some NDAs, were like, let's share some stuff. Like, what are our thoughts here? Former collectors who are no longer on the platform shared their thoughts. I think a lot of that was, I think that's a good way to do it. Also, shout out to Top Shot for even sharing that information, because that's unlike them to share the leadership thought processes and stuff. I just don't know. I don't know how we didn't get to this point already, right? Like, if the second it was announced, all of these questions arose. Why, how was this stuff not thought about? Chops says new people might have a tough time catching up on TSS when a lot of people are holding moments we overpaid for and are holding just because of the score. Yeah, again though, Chops, you know what? Sorry, I saw another comment that made me laugh because I thought it was a serious question and then I laughed. We don't even know what Top Shot score is going to be needed for yet. Like, and what I mean we know it's going to be like pack gating, but like, what if we learn, right, the earlier so what if for series, like the rest of this series or whatever, they're like, okay, 150,000 entryway to get a pack, to get like priority queue or general queue or whatever. What if like next year it's like 5K, 10K, right? As new users come on. Like we really don't know. We really don't know what it's going to be used for. And I want to share. Mackin says, Mike, they went through 12 iterations to get to this point. How could they possibly address everything else? I can't tell if this was, I couldn't tell if this was serious or not. What I think was funny though is like for them to basically just say we're 10, like to go through 12x iterations to get to 10x your spend made me laugh because I was like, well, okay, so did they start with like, what if it's 2x? No, 2x, I don't know. 3x? No, you can't do 3x. What if it's 5x? And then they just got, and then 10x. They're like, yeah, 10, nailed it. I don't know, guys. And part of me is like, this is what I do want to know because clearly, like they knew there were going to be some questions here, right? Like even around crafting, they like the crafting seems to be a big part of this, but they didn't have really an answer of what it was going to look like. What's another example? They're like the leaderboard stuff wasn't a clear idea of what it's going to look like, right? So they have a lot of questions that they knew. Like, why was it important to get the top shot score out now versus like answering those questions? Even, and let's give them a pass. Let's give them a pass on the questions that they didn't realize, even though they might have should have realized about, but that they didn't know was coming, right? Why did they have to do it now? What was the incentive for getting it out now before having all the answers, you know? That's what I'm curious about. Why did we need to get it out in the middle of the conference finals to do this? I don't know. I don't know. 10x is a nod to the metric system and our international collectors. There you go. There it is. Yeah, I don't know. I had someone say in my chat last night because they didn't want people to get to summer to liquidate potentially. Yeah, I don't know. The locking moments too, like with not having answers for that as well. I think, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that it's just kind of like, oh yeah, we definitely need those answers. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Too bad it's not 10x Canadian dollar, right? There we go. Then we'd be printing. Absolutely printing. I stand by the take that stacking community wasn't large enough compared to the entire ecosystem. You know what though? This is what I would say, Andrew. I saw you talking about that in the Discord. But do you think, I don't think it's a large enough percentage of the entire Top Shot population. I do, however, think it is a large population of the active Top Shot user. And we can go, I mean, like, I guess you look at Live Token when they tweet out their weekly stuff, or Steph, to see what the active user is. But I do think the active user is aware of what their collector score is and what they need to do with collector score. Do you know what I mean? I think the overall population, though, I do agree with you. I just don't think they're active. And again, I can't stress this enough. I agree that the stacking was bad. Like that moving forward, this needed to be addressed because this is insane for new people to come on. They're like, okay, hold on. I got to buy 2.4 million Terrence Rosses so I can line up for this $89 pack drop where I'm going to get a moment that's worth $43. So that's something, that's something that needed to be addressed. I think it's good. I do think it's good long term. I just think there's going to be some growing pains, like this entire experience has been, right? I think we'll get slapped around for a little while, and then maybe at some point it'll be like, hey, we made it. This is worth it. But I do think it's going to take a little bit of time. It just takes some time. Little guy in the middle of the run. I also believe that any W for any collector group is an important W. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I mean, Plunge. This is not a hot take. I do think we agree that W's are good. We are pro W's here. Only 15,000 people did that incredibly easy challenge we just had for an S2 pack. That's how many active users we have right now. True. Anyways. Anyway, shout out Jimmy Eat World. Good thing we get a Jimmy Eat World reference. I can tell Jimmy World, one of my favorite performances I've seen. One of my it's a red bell. Yeah, no spice, but we do love a red bell pepper. It's something I really got into bell peppers. Suin Lewin says it's all right to remove stacking, but if you're just going to change the rules midway through, that's a big slap on the face. Yeah, again, this is what I'm saying. I hope no one reacted too aggressively in the midst of the announcement yesterday, because they've made it clear through their employees' tweets, and then eventually the Top Shot community account tweets, that they don't have all the answers yet. And clear, and like, by Janie replying to everybody's tweets last night, I do think they'll do something reactionary, whether it was on purpose, whether it was intentional or unintentional. I think they're going to make a couple of moves that'll be like, see, it's not that bad, guys. So I don't know. I grow purple bell peppers. Okay, Stachunk. Red Dad said there were so many people in our Discord who are active and just didn't see the challenge to complete. So imagine how many active but are not involved in a Discord missed it too. Also true. It was a quick one too. It was a quick one. Does the scratch on Luka's face make him look tougher? Top Shot Common Man. You know what I was thinking about that all night? I kept thinking, if the Mavs come back and win that series, we have to gif Luka with the scratch on his face saying, if you come at the king, you best not miss, right? Shout out Omar. Whoo! Team Hold Rug. We get Pepper talk before Severance talk. I know we do still need to talk about Severance, huh? We do still need to talk about Severance. But does it make it? Yeah, David, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. This was, I think, if we had one question that needed to get answered, I want to know why. Why now? Why did that need to get released now? And so far from the chat, our answers are they were nervous people were going to liquidate in the summer, which I mean is fair. Regulator asks, what are you buying now? So that's what I wanted to do next. Let's go over. I wanted to see how the market reacted. Also, guys, listen, I haven't done any housekeeping shit yet. If you haven't liked the stream yet, smash them likes. All right, let's go look over at Own the Moment, official sponsor of the Morning Marketplace and all things Team Hold, where we go over NBA Top Shot and NFL all day. Let's go look over here. Oh, that's my account valuation. So embarrassing. Let's go look over here and let's look at the market and let's look at sets. Sydney says we can't keep asking information as soon as possible and then complain that we got it too soon. I think that's fair. I don't know if anybody. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Sydney. To be fair, I get what you're saying. But I think people were only freaking out about that because they hyped it up, right? Right, Sydney? Like, and then he said, seriously, we're clamoring for new shit all the time and then never satisfied that it doesn't answer every edge case. Yeah, that's fair. I will say with this one specifically, though, I don't know how many people were screaming, give me Top Shot score, until they were like, get ready, Top Shot score is coming, right? So I don't know if I don't think that was the thing we were hungry for until they pumped it up, then accidentally displayed it. Maybe I'm wrong. Because that's not something I care about. I wasn't someone who was grinding out my collector score too much. But I don't know. I do agree, though. I said this yesterday. I've said this about everything, right? Anytime, like, we're going to be pissed no matter what because we're dumb people. Anyways, let's go over to the sets. Let's go to the sets. And I wanted to start. Let's just start. What's pumped? Okay, they already did it for me. So run it back, pumped. We got Metallic Silver Phantom Edition. I think that is strictly Steph Curry. Cool Cats up 22%. Wait. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Up 13%. Rim Shakers up a little bit. Series 2 rookies came up a little bit. And then you're going to see a lot of rares and legendaries that I think moved the most. Let's do it the other way, though. What tanked? We're seeing the playoff sets down 25%, and then there were 4. This is more challenge-based, right? Because these numbers ran up because of the challenge and then came back down. WNBA down 7%. The Player's Choice down 6%. We're seeing So Fresh. Also some legendaries. The 2021 playoff set. I wanted to see where are our base sets at. Base set Series 2, 5K to complete the whole thing. That's only down a smidge. Where is base set Series 1? That's what I want to look at next. Yeah, Yeah, Mackin says that's fair. They hyped it up with the Spaces announcement, so it sets expectations. But yes, pissed no matter what. Yeah, I think it's both. Like we're both probably held responsible for that, right? They are for hyping it up. I think that was part of it, right? They changed their PFPs. They hyped it up. This is going to be a big day, and they were like, "Guess what? 10x." And I thought, like, I will say, I was surprised when 2 blog posts came out. I was like, "Here we go, time to dig in." And then when it like took 2 seconds to go around, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Um, I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I wanted to see where base set Series Van is at. I think base hit series 1 is interesting because I think the high end stuff, right? Like, so, okay, so series 2 rookies up 2%, series 1 rookies up 3%. Base hit series 1. All right, so 34K to get the whole thing. So this was already down pretty bad. So this actually went up a little bit during the announcement. But this is what I would say. I think most of it is propped up by big moves. If we look at low ask, right? Some of that stuff went up a little bit. So we see LeBron. Oh, that's actually down 5% in the last 24 hours. Interesting. But the Giannis got bought up a little bit. Ja stayed relatively the same. Steph was up 11%. Another LeBron up a little bit. So it's going to be the lower end stuff, I think, where you're hit a little bit harder, right? I think that's going to be. I mean, they basically said, this is basically what they said, which I kind of don't hate. It makes sense to me, where it's, the expensive players, the good players, those are going to be valued more than the not great players. And I think that's good. Like Jordan Nwora, shouldn't be spending $200 for Jordan Nwora when you can spend like $12 for Nikola Jokic. So I think figuring that out makes sense. So again, I can't stress this enough. I think overall this is really good. I was confident yesterday that I was going to take 3 or 4 spaces and a few different blog posts and a couple of pings and maybe now 6 or 7 Steve videos before everything gets ironed out. But I do think this is ultimately good. We just got to ride it out. Mackins, here we go. The more I think about it, I think they need to launch the plan for crafting and the plan for locking at the same time. You're collecting decisions. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go too big brain here, Andrew, but what if they announce the Top Shot score, crafting, and locking at the same time, since they're so involved in one another? Maybe that's too big brain to have all of the information together at once versus slowly breadcrumbing it out. I don't know. I don't want to be too crazy. I don't want to go too big brain, confuse everybody all at once. But what if all of the information needed for one thing came out together? Huh? I don't know. Guys. I don't want to be too crazy. What do you think the Top Shot score required? Dude, Terrence, your guess is as good as mine, man. I don't want to go too nuts here. I'm usually in priority queue for legendary drops, but just barely, right? So they would be like, if they included the marketplace spend bonus, I'd be just barely in there. My Top Shot score is at 500,000. I don't know, 400,000. I don't know. Maybe they keep it lower the first time around because of the early adopter bonus. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Man. Fun times, though. Fun times. I'm trying to catch up here. What will the next score to chase? What will the next score to? Oh, like I get what you're saying. All right. Do you think they were feeling heat from people laundering money on the site? You know what? I don't think so. Because I don't think Top Shot score addresses that too much. You know what I mean? I don't know. I will say our numbers have been high the last 24 hours. So thank you, Top Shot, for getting people mad enough to tune into the morning marketplace again. The algo between that and El Jefe McCarran, RIP, we've really been cooking. What will be really interesting is like what we see with like UFC Strike and All Day, and do we see that like a similar thing get rolled out, or are we like a long ways away from that? John Dub says, when do we get a Top Shot? Top Shot Tony is going to be in the lab, hopefully today. I don't know if the weather's going to cooperate, but I'm trying to get some Tony action up and running today. Get some help from the Discord. Mike, are you hopeful for next season Top Shot? God, T-Dog. Yeah, I mean, listen, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. I think and I've said this yesterday or probably every day to help me sleep at night. I think this is fun. I'm enjoying messing around with this platform. I really love basketball, and this is a fun way to engage with it. I like the market speculative type of stuff. I like the community type. Like, this has been a lot of fun, and I enjoy it. I do think, I think they have to iron out a lot of stuff, and I'm hopeful that they can do it before the next season. However, we had this same conversation last season. I'm not going to harp on the same leadership stuff and infrastructure stuff. I do think that would go a long way, but there we go. Justin says, do you think the loot packs come back? No way anymore for average new collectors to be in premium drops now going off pure spend. Yeah, maybe that was the big brain of it all. They just wanted to be like, hey, we're done with these gated ones. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Did you check? No, I'm done checking DeJounte. I've got like 3 or 4 left. I'm just holding it that. Whoo. Sean says, does it bug anyone the second series of the WNBA Series 4? I was thinking about that. I wonder if it just makes it more confusing by calling it Series 2 for us dummies. It does feel like they treat. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Listen, guys, we are 37 minutes in. Should we talk about the game last night? Should we talk a little hoops? You guys can keep firing questions in around TSS if you want, but I wanted to talk about the game a little bit. So Warriors just smoked Dallas, absolutely smoked them. Combination of, I thought what Golden State did were really impressive last night. They closed every quarter pretty aggressively. I feel like Dallas would chip away throughout the quarter. Like, the first quarter was pretty close, and then Golden State closed hard, and I think they had like an 8 or 10 point lead. In the second quarter, same thing, right? Dallas worked their way back into the game. And the last 4 minutes, Golden State went on a run, similar to what they did to Memphis, right? In that closeout game. I think it was a combination of Dallas missed a lot of open shots too. And yeah, Luka tragic. I know, right? Luka tragic. They missed a lot of open shots. I expect this to be a closer series. I'm not really stunned that they lost game 1. I was surprised that it was they just absolutely smoked them. But they got a decent game out of Jordan Poole. Steph looked a little bit better. Clay got going a little bit. I think this is going to be a fun series. I do. But easy win for you Warrior stands. Take your victory laps after game 1. Go cook. I think we get a much better feel for the series, for both of these series, for tonight and tomorrow night for our game 2s, right? So I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Celtics Heater tonight. I think that's at 8:30, right? Which means we got a Shot Tank, which is back tonight on actually Jeb Bush's channel at 9:30 p.m. I'm going to be late for. Yeah, 8:30 tonight. One thing we should check in on is we can check in on the challenges for a second, right? So if we go over to Toppy Shoddy, because we have a couple of things live right now. Oh, I hate this site. Hold on. We have a couple of things live right now. We also know what's it called? What was that new challenge called? Flash Ride the Hero. It's definitely not Ride the Hero. We the People says if they blitz Luka like that all series, it's over in 5. You know what's funny though? We the People, if you look at the stats, Luka usually handles the blitz really well. What do you mean backtrack? How can the Mavericks win in 6 if they don't lose 2 games, baby? Still Mavs in 6, Tommy. But no, if you look at those stats, they if they blitz, he usually handles the blitz really well. So anyways, let's go look at this. All right, so we have the come together rookie and hero ball. So if we look at this one right now, actually I want to look at the hero ball just because that's the one I'm paying attention to. It's easier to decipher. You have a Tatum and Jimmy from game 1, and then I'm pretty sure it's just Steph and Luka from their game 1. So then we've got 2 more coming today. 2 more coming today, and that's for, and then there were 4-pack. On the other side of things, the rookie one, what do we got here? We've got some. There's just so many moments, right? So any player, most assists. Let's see. I'm not going to look this up. I'm not going to look it up. Should have done it ahead of time. Not going to look it up. Oh man, look at you guys are so funny. I guess the Warriors aren't that bad after all. Whatever though. You get a Madman avatar, so I'm not gonna be mad about that. Mavs really aren't a good team without Luka. They are the Wizards. Yeah, Bucks really aren't a good team either without Giannis. They're the Wizards. I mean, you say that about every team with a really good player, except for the Grizzlies, apparently. Um, without Steph, Warriors are pretty average. Without Tatum, Celtics are going to be pretty average. I mean, I get what you're saying, Chickens, but I don't know. Andre says I'd rented out a couple rares for challenges I wasn't doing within the last week. Completely ruined my top shot score. Yeah, I get you, Andre. I get you. OTM only. Well, yeah. So these aren't going live until tomorrow. And then just a reminder, right, with the new Flash Challenge rules. So this will go live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, I think, but it won't end until Sunday. Without Sunday. Yeah, without Jokic, the Nuggets couldn't compete in Europe. This is the truth. All right, you know what I want to do now? We're going to go over to Underdog for a second, and we're going to do our morning marketplace pick 'em, which I got to tell you, couldn't have run colder. Could not have run colder than we have recently. But I'm going to share a link. If you are new to the Underdog streets, we've got a link where you don't even have to put in on your promo code. It's going to send you right there. Right there, but you get a little deposit bonus match. If you're not going through that link, just throw in promo code HOLD. Let's go over to Underdog. Let's try to pick a winner today, huh? Let's focus on the NBA. So here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that Looney prop smashed yesterday, by the way. Absolutely smashed. So here we go. We've got Tatum over 28.5 points, 3.5 threes. Man, the Tatum thing is interesting. I know what did he get? 29 points last game. He also played bad to get that 29 points. I kind of want to focus on the other guys. They are going to give up 3-pointers, right? Miami is like comfortable giving up chucking threes. Robert Williams, I kind of like Robert Williams today. I'm going to let the chat decide. What do you guys want to hit today? What do you want to hit? What stands out? This is going to be a group effort today, baby. Jimmy buckets over 26.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists. I always want to do the Bam rebounds, but man, Bam's still playing well, but he's not putting up a lot of stats, right? This is a good comp. Here we go. Without Hallie, the Pacers are Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Love that. Love that. I think I might be staying away from Bam. Struce is loose. PJ Tucker. No, I don't think I'm going to touch this. Gabe Vincent, man. Gabe Vincent, just like playing really well. Smart over 1.5 stocks. I kind of like that. I kind of like this one. I also like Time Lord. Let's go with the Time Lord. I love the Time Lord here. Yeah, 18.5 points and rebounds. And then Jimmy and all right, I like this one too. I like this one. We're gonna do a bunch of overs and just give money to Underdog. That's what we're doing today. Over 2.5. Where's Struce? Let's do Struce over 12.5 points. We're gonna do a 5-piece tonight too. What's the injury news on Smart and Horford and Lowry tonight? I think Lowry's still out. Smart's supposed to be back. Horford, I don't know if they've announced that yet. That's gonna suck if Horford's out. Isaac arm wrestled said late to the party. Isaac, this is what I would say. After this is over, just scrub back to like the 18-minute mark. And I asked that question like 25 times. I agree with you. All right, let's get one more in here, though. Oh, Lowry is out. Smart is probable. Horford is doubtful. Damn. Yeah, all right. Then I like this a lot. Maybe we just stick with a 4-piece. So here we go. This is going to be your morning marketplace bet of the day. 10 to win 100. Again, not financial advice. We're going to take Smart, 1.5 blocks and steals. Williams over 18.5 points and rebounds. We also have, people want Hero? You want the Hero over? I'll go to the Hero over. Whatever. Let's make it a 5-piece. This is my money. I can do what I want. 15.5 points. Hero's been kind of bad lately too. So there we go. 10 to win 200 now. We're 20xing. Here you go, Underdog. $10. I dropped the link in there again, but if you're not using the link, you can sign up with promo code HOLD. If you want a link right to the slip, we'll fire this in right here. Right there, baby. And then I know people love this. Let's go to our play moment ranks and let's pick up today's thing. So similar to 2 nights ago, right? This is what we had. We had Jimmy Butler. Everyone's going to lock in Jimmy Butler. everyone's going to play a version of like Brown, Tatum, maybe Smart. I think Tyler Hero's 3-pointer is going to be popular, and then maybe a Bam block again, right? I think those are going to be the common plays. This is tough, man. Butler made me eat my words. I think he's the fade. If you're gonna fade somebody, right? Like he needs 3 steals to now hit the bonus. He needs 2 threes. So I guess if you're gonna play a Jimmy, the 3 is the bonus play. I don't know. I'm still sticking with the Tatum assist number. Excuse me. Shout out the Moment Rank channel on the Discord. Yeah, if you guys aren't in the Discord, let me fire that down. Let me fire that into the Discord. I mean, into the chat right now. You can join the Discord. Here's the thing. I'm sticking with my thesis of they're going to treat Tatum like they did Harden and Trae Young, and they're just going to make somebody else beat them. So if that's the case, I'm going to keep riding the assist game. Okay. I'm going to keep riding the assist game of Tatum. If you disagree with that take, he needs 4 threes. I guess the 3-pointers to play. I'm going with the assist here. Next up, Jaylen Brown. I'm sticking with this. 3 threes gets him into the bonus. I'm going to continue to play Jaylen Brown because if we have the same play, right? The same idea of if Tatum is passing the ball, then go ahead. Who's he passing it to? It's probably Jaylen Brown. So there you go. Mackin says, heard there's a conspiracy run around that Jimmy Butler is MJ's son. Can anyone confirm this has been going around? That's incredible. Tavo Underrated says, I'm live right now exposing you. Oh my God, dude. This is El Jefe McCarron. You know how I know it's El Jefe McCarron? I always trust someone if they put it in multiple times, right? If he had put this in once, I would have been thinking about this all day. Like, oh my God, I'm getting exploded by Tavo Underrated. You know what? Here's my hot take for the day, Tavo. I think you're overrated, bro. I actually think you're overrated. And I think if you put Tavo overrated, I might be like, you know what? Maybe he's actually underrated. But the fact that you are self-proclaiming yourself as underrated, I'm going to go out there and say overrated, Tavo. I hope you and El Jefe are having a good time together. More importantly, I hope this is like some Reddit deep dive about like all of my bad buys. But let's go. I'm hoping you have a shot. I'm going to give you one more opportunity to say something like pretty funny or clever. Let's go. Tavo overrated. You got anything else for me before we kick you out? Going once, going twice. Hashtag exposed. I like that. Let's get that trending. Ooh, there it is. Bang. That's how, man, this is how we got hit. Right there. Oh, he wants me to chill. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye, Tavo. All right. Let's go back over here, right? So we've got Tatum and Brown right now. We got to figure out what to do with Miami. I think Jimmy continues to have good games, and maybe his floor's so high that it's not worth fading him. But let's look at some other Miami pieces. I think the Hero 3, like he really struggles from 3 right now, even though he's taking those shots. He needs 2 threes to get there. I'm going to keep doing it and just hope he gets a big game. Bam, the Bam block, I think he might have gotten over 2 now. No, he still needs 1. He still needs 1 right there. So I'm going to stick with that. Someone asked, why not use the fandom Tatum? Do I have a fandom Tatum assist? Common. That's why I think I'm not using it, because I don't have it. That's why I'm using it. Yeah, never fade Jimmy. I know that I just don't love the bonus, but I think because of how high, I guess maybe I do the 3 and maybe he hits 2 threes. What's more likely? Does Jimmy score 40 or hit 4 threes? What do you guys think? Probably 40, right? But I don't know. I think I'm still playing the 3. I just think everyone is going to play the Jimmy 3, right? I think everybody's going to do it. I don't know. I think this is too chalky of a build, honestly. I don't think any of this is unique. And that's the only thing that I say. That's the only thing that sucks. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I keep fading the steal and he just gets 3 every game. I know. If he gets 40, he's getting 4 threes. John, I don't know. He could go to the line 35 times. That's what it feels like. All right, I'm going with the 3. If everyone else thinks he's going to get 40, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you play the 3. I guess you play the 3. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do for Moment Ranks today. Also, let's shout out our other sponsor, Flolio, where we go for all of our NFT portfolio management needs. Right? You can pull up the browser extension when you're surfing OpenSea. So check out Flolio. Drop the link into the chat over there. It's our man Jay Webb. The browser extension is really dope because it helps you with the fair market value. It shows you in real time without having to have like multiple screens open. So I would highly recommend the browser extension. But yeah, I don't know. Going to get different with Grant Williams doubling down because of Stan Loves. I like that. Lean into the Stan hate. Gang, I think we're going to call it there, mainly because I have a meeting in 10 minutes that I need to freshen up for. You know what I mean? I have to freshen up for that. We've got Shot Tank back at 9:30 Eastern tonight on actually Jeb Bush's channel. If you haven't joined the Discord, do that. Follow us on Twitter, all those things. One more thing, actually. We've got a fun flow giveaway on our Twitter where I'll explain it on Twitter, but we're going to be giving away 100 flow today. 100 flow. I think we're going to do 5 winners. We'll win 20 flow. I don't know what that conversion is right now off the top of my head, but we're going to be giving that away. So pay attention to Twitter. We're going to start that giveaway today, give it away tomorrow during the morning marketplace. So hang in there. Everybody freaking out about the Top Shot score. No financial advice. The only thing I would say is just don't make any moves yet. Just wait, because clearly Top Shot has made it clear that they don't have all the answers yet. So more answers to come. Shot Tank, I said that. Morning marketplace back tomorrow. And then we got stay tuned. We might have an update on the morning marketplace, but the happy hour will be back. All right, everybody, have a great day. We are out.
Well, the Top Shot streets